First off, I believe it was Sam Mitchell from Toronto has vowed not to swear at his players this year. He's gone 2 months successfully so far. Are you going to make any kind of pact like that this year?
No.
Don't think you can make it to 2 months?
I don't think that's what he said. I think he said not swear, period. I don't think it was at his players.
Oh, okay.
He just meant in general. So I don't swear. I would rarely swear at my players anyway.
Okay. Now that
however, I would swear at as much as I possibly can.
Stand in line. There's enough people waiting to swear at me. Looking at the team, obviously, you haven't had anybody here too long, just about a week or so. How does it feel now that they're starting to bond a little bit, gel a little bit as a community, as a group?
Well, we've had quite a few guys here off and on this summer, and since after Labor Day. Everybody has now, shown up in the last week. It's been good. We feel like we've had, multiple guys have, good summers. And so we had a chance to, as you said, get to know guys a little bit. You don't really get to know anybody until you get into the season and start playing games and all those kind of things and going through some difficulties. But it's been nice for me. I've been able to settle into Milwaukee this summer, and we've had a very busy summer, and looking forward to getting going.
With some of the changes on the roster, as those changes took place, a new team develops. Have you changed your focus, coaching focus at all, or are you still going to go with what you had set out?
No, well, anytime you get different personnel, you've got to be ready to, offensively anyway, you've got to be able to react to that personnel and try to, play to guys' strengths and stay away from their weaknesses and, just make sure that, you've got some continuity within your offense. But defensively, we will put a system in place that we know works. It's worked before. It'll work again, and we know the guys will comply with it.
Obviously, with teams that are down that bring in a new staff, a new GM, a new coach, etc., people always talk about a rebuilding process. With the staff the team that John has assembled, do you feel you're going to be able to compete for that title right away, or do you think there will be a little bit of a rebuilding process?
Well, hey, look, everybody's trying to, be a playoff team, be a championship team, but we have to become competitive first. The reason those teams are championship teams and playoff teams, they're competitive every night. Now we have half a new team, but this team has won 28 and 26 games. We can't focus on things that are so far out in the distance. We've got to focus on the way we're guarding people, the way we're rebounding the ball, the way we're executing our offense, the way we're competing every night, the way we're paying attention to the game plan. We've got to focus on habits. I mean, there's so many things we've got to get on top of, and then we'll be a good team at the end of all that if we get it accomplished.